Gentlemen, welcome back to the University of Smooth. You may not have noticed this out there on the internet, but we took about a 4 month hiatus from recording, writing, generating any content here at the U of Smooth lab, where you come to rely on us for apex level intersexual dynamics content. We had a bit of an existential crisis, not because I felt like the message was somehow corrupted or wrong. Rather, we were not sure where we fit in to the landscape of intersexual dynamics. We have said from the beginning, well, actually, from about 3 or 4 months in, that you must, as a man, get jacked, learn game, and convert your talent to clout. We will always stand by that guidance as the bellwether thumbnail sketch of what a man needs to do. Within that phylum, there is a ton to learn. Learning game means a ton of different things. If you look back on all of our old episodes, they reference tons of resources where you can find excellent, high quality intersexual dynamics content. The red pill, for lack of a better term, is what we are loosely affiliated. I don't use that phrase too often because this is really what a man needs to learn to get through life. Having said that, anybody who follows content like this on a regular basis knows that they can go anywhere for it now. The dam has burst. The red pill has become so widespread, even if it's still not a commonplace term, or the manosphere, it has become so widespread that it is now affecting world politics, and it will continue to impact world politics permanently. The institutional changes and the technological changes that led us to this have exacerbated the normal functioning of the sexual marketplace to such an extreme degree that there's nowhere to go but the other direction. If you go any further in the direction of feminization, as all of our media and institutions have been pushing for the last few decades, fueled by social media, fueled by things like hormonal birth control and legal developments, you won't have a society. That it's just not sustainable. In fact, it's not even controversial anymore to mention that birth rates are an alarming first-rate existential crisis that must be dealt with. And for that reason, a lot of men have turned to the internet, and now there is a massive, massive proliferation of content just like ours. You can get it anywhere. We have our own brand of intersexual dynamics that we have been espousing during what I'll call the freshman year of the University of Smooth. I took a step back mainly because I wanted to assess whether or not it was still worth it to continue to discuss these topics. You can get this information anywhere at this point. You do not need me to tell you to go read No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover, or When I Say No, I Feel Guilty, or Rollo Tomasi's anything. These guys have written landmark works, and I've cited many of them as well as plenty of others in my old content. I don't really feel like repeating a lot of what has been said over the years by those and many, many, many other people. Yeah, there's inconsistencies. There's internal back and forth backbiting as one person agrees with this, one person thinks this is the right way to go about it. Okay, that's fine. But still, the word is out. Everybody now understands, at least as far as men go, that the rules have changed and that you are either adapting or falling behind. On top of that, technology has basically made it such that there's only a certain type of winner on a dating app, at least if you're a man. And I don't even know how many people use them anymore. I don't know how many women use them anymore either. Plus, it's very difficult to cultivate, say, a social circle wherever you live locally. And there's a lot more losers than winners in the game of getting laid via social media or clout. But still, this is the world you live in. As Royce said many, many years ago, there's no opting out of this reality. This is how the game is played. And the question I had asked myself is whether I wanted to continue to talk about the game in this way. You can find this content anywhere. I recommend it highly. If you're a man who's floundering out there, look through my archive, copy down the sources that I cite in these videos, go find the sidebar of the red pill, go find Rollo Tomasi, go find No More Mr. Nice Guy, and you will be on your way. You may get misguided a few times here and there on your way through that rabbit hole, but you will find the information you need. We're going to narrow our focus on certain other aspects of the broader context of what desire means in the sexual marketplace and how these big, huge concepts play out on a meta level. Some of this content that we come out with moving forward may seem like it contradicts some of the things that we've said before. There may be some inconsistencies, I won't deny it. But most of it is very, very consistent with what we have put out regarding the sexual marketplace and the nature of desire. That is where we're moving into. Get jacked, learn game, convert your talent to clout. We are now transitioning into a specialized field of learning game, which is understanding the many, many, many dimensions of desire. What it means to desire a man or a woman, status in this world, how desire can be reversed, shift on you, and how it can create some very toxic effects in your life that are woven into your sexual frustration, among many other areas of ontological sickness. We'll get into that later on. Further, this is still a channel for men. Women, I guess they can learn a thing or two here, but as you have observed from the sexual marketplace, female behavior is what it is. Men have a unique ability to control their behavior in a way that women simply do not. Women act on instinct the way men do not. Men can learn in a way that women cannot. I advise you moving forward, if you are struggling to find or remake your identity in light of what you've learned in the red pill, please continue. From here forth, our lessons will focus on the subset of that that is related to desire. Please continue to tune in to our content. We will continue to focus on desire vis-a-vis game, vis-a-vis the sexual marketplace. But we are going to cover some content that you will not see discussed at length on a lot of other channels. We're here to supplement what other creators in the space are doing to get men to the point where they understand the game they're playing. We're hoping to refine that in a few key areas. Take care.